good, MP?
Hello, everyone. It's time to get this play-in game started. Now, we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. We've got Dereck Lively, MP out there with Isaiah Joe. Then it's Flagg. And for the Suns, perimeter pair for him will be Booker and Brooks. Dunn is out there with Malawach, and it's White in a point guard. You look at Phoenix, and a win here keeps them at that 7th seed.
And avoiding an even scarier prospect in the subsequent game. The loser there eliminated from playoff participation. So a lot is riding on this outcome.
All right, a special report now from the sideline to hear about this incredible season MP is in the midst of.
Thanks, guys. Well, he's been shooting lights out all year long. He's now made the 2nd most triples ever in a season. And, you best believe it, no shot is out of his range. Guys?
Well, he is a real flamethrower. Thanks. Looking around the NBA, Devin Booker, GA, is as good as any two-guard out there.
Obviously, we know how Devin scores it, but what I love, he also can run your offense, and he gives good effort defensively. Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Time to send it now to the sideline for more on this spectacular season MP is putting together.
Thanks, guys. Well, he's made history. The most three-point makes in a season and still going. Every time he touches the ball, something special can happen, and opposing defenses are working overtime to try and stop it. Back to you.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch. Thank you. Now here's Brooks. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Pass to Joe. Back to MP. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Great to see MP look for his shot, especially when he's near the hoop.
Booker outside. Dunn outside. Offline with his 3. Here's Dallas. Pop it. Dunn covering. That one's in. His first shot this game.
Oh, I love that possession for them, ending with an assisted bucket.
And the call will be against Dereck Lively. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Out to White. Beyond the arc. And Lively pulls it down. Here's Dallas. MP, no good.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Pass to Malawach. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Buries the long-range jumper.
Oh, spacing the floor. Brooks is comfortable shooting it from deep.
Here's Flagg. Pass to Dunn. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. He's now made 2 of 4.
MP showing you have to stay connected to him the moment he crosses half court.
And the foul called on MP. That'll be adjusting a thing or two. Mavericks leading by 8. Perimeter pair for him will be Booker and Brooks. Mark Williams is out there with Fleming. And it's White in at the 1. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
And they're not afraid to let it fly from deep. They're looking to extend their lead with the 3-ball here in the second quarter.
Dallas has gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. MP sets the screen for Strus. Here's Bagley. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Outside, White. Back to Booker. Brooks outside. 6 to shoot. Elbow shot. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on MP.
And there's a flexibility to Brooks' game. He can play a specific role for you, or he can be a high-usage guy. Really depends on what a team needs from night to night.
And Phoenix making a change here. Dunn's checked in. And Dallas with a change here, too. Lively's checked in. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Well, MP in the last matchup against New York was outstanding. He picked up 38 points and hit a bunch of threes. No surprises there. Once he found his rhythm, it was pretty much over. He found a way to do whatever he wanted. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks. It certainly was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
And stolen by Booker. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Here's White. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in. Booker's got 3 assists tonight. An efficient score. Kobe White effective with or great without the ball in his hands.
And that's a rare quality. A guard who can break you down off the bounce, but also willing to give it up and then zip to an open spot. It just makes him so difficult to defend.
Dallas has gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. A 3 from MP. MP showing the range.
And this is tough to stop if you're the defense. They have just gotten locked in from three-point range this quarter.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And the Sun. And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for Phoenix. It's been an excellent game for him offensively. He's got 21 points and counting. We come back right after this.
I'm surprised it's this close, not going to lie. They played some weak D, giving up too many easy open looks.
Men taking a look at the situation for the Phoenix. That'll do it for our show tonight.
And welcome to the second half of this high-stakes play-in clash. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
On the floor for Dallas, they've got MP. He's out there with Isaiah Joe. Derek Lively is... Love's got the ball here for the Suns. They trail by 14. They're going with Booker and Allen on the wings. Fleming is out there with Mark Williams. And it's Love in at the point guard position. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
MP looking solid from there.
The Suns shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. It's up a three. Rebound by the Suns. Allen finds Love. Booker outside. That three off the mark.
I'm going to say he hasn't found the same success here in the second half compared to what we saw from him in the first. Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
Pass to Fleming. Bagley with the rebound. Bagley's got 4 rebounds in this game. MP outside. There's the triple. Another miss by MP.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And that one's good. Love.
I guess that defense thought they could live with that, and he punished them for thinking so.
MP passes to Gafford. Floats one. Back to MP. It's flag, top of the key. Clock at 6. MP with a screen on Booker. And flag throws it down hard.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. And timeout called by Jordan Ott. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. So both teams making some changes here. It's Booker. Brooks outside. Now White. Shot clock at 5. The three is off.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Got that bucket in no time at all. MP's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Mavs. Booker looking around. Knocked away. On to White. Pass to Dunn. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's MP. Rebound by the Suns. Dunn's got rebound number 5 here tonight. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Pass to Joe. The three from MP. Malawatch grabs the miss. Suns trail by 19. To the paint. Here's Dunn. A great pass. Leads him right to the rack.
As we've seen Booker develop into an All-NBA player, it's really been his passing that we've seen the biggest increase.
Joe, good. Joe's got 11 points here in just the second half.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Dallas.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the board.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And with a victory in this play-in contest, Greg, they'll edge out the 7th seed and secure their playoff position.
And while this was no cakewalk, things now get even more serious. They'll be matching up with the best teams in their conference from here on out. And one good game won't be enough to make the difference there.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for MP.
He was everywhere, defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference. Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
I mean, he's checked in for the Suns. The Mavericks also with a sub. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Martin. Love fires. He drills the three. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. MP up again, saves him with the putback.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
And they've done it. The Dallas Mavericks get it done. And they'll be able to breathe a huge sigh of relief with their spot in the first round of the playoffs locked up.
This is pretty much a full series wrapped into a single game. So they'll be feeling really good about this win, and they'll get a little extra rest as well.
Now let's go to our sideline reporter, Dominic Hamill.
MP, you were able to reach the 20-point mark tonight and help your team get the victory. Is this something you guys can build on?
Yeah, it's all about reps. A good night scoring gives you confidence going into the next game. A win like this gives the team confidence going into the game after. Keep stacking those wins up, and you've got an all-NBA scorer and a championship contender. That's a good situation to be in, and I like that we're here right now.
Great. Thanks a lot, MP.
Hey, always appreciate it.
Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dominic, thanks a lot. All right, that'll be all from us tonight. This play-in game, just a taste of what's to come in the upcoming postseason. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you so much for watching tonight's presentation. So long, everyone.
room.
You take a look at the Mavericks. You don't want to write a team off, but down 3-0, there isn't a lot of hope to go around.
Yeah, this team can see the writing on the wall. With that said, they can still play for pride and put up a fight. Give them something to build on for next season.
Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. Randall at power forward with Reed at center. Then there's Edwards. Then there's Dosunmu. And it's Nembhard in at the 1. Pass to Randall. Over Williams. Randall can't hit. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with Jason Kidd. Immediately, Anthony Edwards came up in our conversation, and Coach kind of chuckled and said, well, I don't know if anyone on the planet can slow this kid down. He's on his way to becoming one of the best in the league, if he's not there already. Looks like they're going to roll the dice on one of the league's most talented players. Back to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. That's the flag. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Outside Reed. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Edwards, no good. The Mavericks have gone 1 for 3 so far. Here's Flag. He's covered by Dosunmu. MP, the pass to Williams. Screen by MP. 6 on the shot clock. Williams finds MP. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
I like how assertive MP is down there. No question that he's got the skills to score in the paint.
Outside Edwards. Dosunmu on the wing. Randall outside. From deep. And the rebound goes to Dallas.
That's their 4th attempt from the floor with nothing to show for it.
And here's MP from outside. Nails it from beyond the arc. MP's got 5.
Yeah, very accurate shot by MP. He must have been drilling these since a young age.
And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul of the game.
I have to admit, it's always a tough decision for the refs on the block charge call.
No problem for me with that call. He was still sliding right there.
And that ends their drought. You could feel the frustration building with each miss.
Ooh, man, this thing was turning into a soccer game. A lot of action and not many points.
MP outside. The 3 is up. Reed with the rebound.
Just imagine if he was shooting better. The lead would be even bigger.
And the foul called on MP. That'll be a second. Kids decided to call timeout here. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan, and an always enthusiastic presence in the crowd. Mark Cuban's here tonight, enjoying what he's seeing so far.
And maybe more than any owner in the league, Cuban wears his emotions on his sleeve. He's in charge of the whole franchise, but he's a die-hard fan first and foremost.
Here's Flag. 7 points in the game. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. They've got Max Strus. Williams is out there with Flag. Then it's Marvin Bagley. And it's MP in at the 1. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Now here's Merrill. Here's Randall. Williams grabs the board.
A chilly quarter for him offensively, trying to get warmed up.
From deep, MP. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Gobert's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Merrill. Puts up a 3. He's off on that one. Oh, great D that time from MP. And here is Williams. Defended by Gobert. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Dallas.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep. And they have been thus far.
In addition to that, they've thrown their weight around inside tonight, too, thumping and bumping in the paint. A lot of their points have come from inside.
Lively, he's checked in for Bagley. And then for Minnesota, Naz Reid's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Dosunmu comes in for Merrill, and it's Edwards in for Cousins. Here's Flag. 10-point lead. This is their biggest of the game.
He's a big reason why they're on top. I imagine they'll keep feeding him. I would.
Minnesota's gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Timberwolves had a nice performance. He ended up with 23 points, and as we've come to expect, he contributed from the three-point line as well. And his coach had nothing but praise for his play, saying that's exactly what they need from him if they want to make the playoffs. Guys?
Okay, Allie, thanks. And there's always the chance of a carryover effect into tonight's game.
I wouldn't put it past him, but it's tough to have back-to-back performances like that.
No, you can't bet against a guy like that. He looks like he's in a groove, focused, on top of his game. No reason that he can't keep it going.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Joe's checked in. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Nembhard's checked in. Nembhard against MP. The Mavericks rebound. It's stolen. Now here's Edwards. Covered by Joe. Edwards, that's good.
And with the way he can rise, Edwards able to get that shot off anytime.
Dallas leading by 7. MP outside. The deep three. Gets rebounded by Minnesota.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
And he comes up with a bucket. And now just a 5-point Maverick lead.
Strong work inside by the 6'9" Jaden McDaniels, showing how effective he can be down there.
MP, a screen on Edwards. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul of the game. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Gobert's checked in. From outside the arc. And it's Dosunmu with the rebound.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
Here's Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
I think this is why you get Reed involved in screen and rolls. I mean, he's phenomenal at making the cut after setting the screen.
MP, the pass to Lively. Back to MP. It's picked off. Fast break, Minnesota. And here's Edwards outside. No good there. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Mavericks ahead. They're up by 3. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
Greetings, one and all.
Limiting turnovers has helped. Give their ball handlers props. They've been smart with the decision-making.
They're certainly running the offense well. You know the coaching staff loves to see this. Looking at the series, and that'll do it for us.
And we welcome you back to Game 4, folks. Thanks for joining us. Dallas leading by 3. Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. Randall at power forward with Reed at center. Then there's Ayo Dosunmu. Then there's Anthony Edwards. And it's Nembhard in at the point. Williams with the screen. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 5.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Nembhard against MP. Stolen by MP. Nice job by MP converting it.
Yeah. Attacking on the interior, MP can be relentless.
Nembhard with it. Now guarded by MP. Poke loose. Stolen by MP. Right wing. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will keep it.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Screen by MP. And here's Flag outside. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Randall's got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Edwards. Nembhard for 3. The Mavericks pull it in. They held a 12-point lead earlier. The drive by MP. It's good on the putback.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Timberwolves trail by 9. Dosunmu, pass to Randall. Now here's Nembhard. 3-pointer. Joe grabs the miss. And here comes the break. MP converts on the break.
Outrunning the field. MP's got those young legs, folks.
Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 3rd. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Reed to screen on Williams. Looking to end the run, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
The creative finishing ability of Randall draws a lot of fouls.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight. Free throw drops for Randall.
You know, Julius Randall offers a versatile skill set. Not only does he have outstanding handles for a guy of his size, he's pretty quick, too. He's also got that strength, which is a pretty nice combination. When your big man can knock down free throws, that's a bonus for sure.
And here's MP from outside. Again, MP missing.
He had 1 3 in the first half, but hasn't had one since.
Dosunmu, the pass to Randall. Off target from 3-point range.
That is not the shot you need to be looking for when you're trying to break out of a slump.
MP no good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
The drive by Nembhard. The open shot by Edwards. Oh, not wasting any time and taking the shot and hitting it. Edwards got his 2nd basket on the night. So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Strus, he's checked in for Dallas. And then for Minnesota, Rudy Gobert's checked in for Reed. Jaden McDaniels comes in for Dosunmu. And it's Merrill in for Nembhard. 3rd quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. MP, the pass to Joe. Back to MP, and stolen by Edwards. Merrill with it, now guarded by MP. Randall's got room. Another one falls for Minnesota.
Yeah, you know, he's evolving his offense over time, Julius Randall, and I think the coaching staff is happy to see it. They like to see him take and make these shots.
Now here's Joe, still without a bucket. And there's the whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's on Anthony Edwards.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he makes a first. Bagley's checked in for Lively. And so he makes both from the line.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Here's Edwards. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball.
Yeah, just couldn't make the connection. But you appreciate their attempt at moving the ball.
The Mavericks lead by 7. MP outside. The three is up. Again, the miss by Dallas. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Merrill, that's good.
Defensive mix-up for sure right there. Somehow, he was left open.
Inside, tries to break his ice. And MP with a layup. MP's got 6 points in the quarter.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Merrill passes to Edwards. To the left wing. Outside McDaniels. Clock at 6. Pass to Merrill. The three. And the rebound goes to Dallas.
His lack of offense is certainly not helping. Tough to overcome that.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
McDaniels passes to Merrill. Edwards looking it over. Back to Merrill. Gobert inside. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication.
Mavericks with some changes. Lively, he's checked in for Gafford. Williams comes in for Bagley. And MP subbed in for Strus. And a new group getting ready for the Timberwolves. Naz Reid's checked in for Gobert. Dosunmu comes in for McDaniels. Anthony Edwards is checked in for Merrill. And it's Nembhard in for Cousins. They've got Derek Lively. MP is out there with Johnson. And it's Williams. And it's Flagg in at the small forward position. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Oh, a silky three from MP. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Mavericks.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end. Tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
They're also finding a lot of points tonight off of transition play, running the floor and using the fast break to beat the defense.
MP fires. And the three misses. And here's Randall. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 8-point game. Nembhard fires. Can't hit it.
Not a good shot at all, but that's what happens when you get desperate.
Now MP. Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Johnson outside. Screen by MP. He's off from three. Timberwolves trail by 8. Edwards. Oh, Edwards. Money on the triple.
At every level, Edwards has been the go-to guy for his team. It's in his DNA.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. Dallas making a change here. Joe's checked in. MP! Oh, off target from downtown. Timberwolves trail by 5. Nembhard outside. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. It's good from beyond the arc.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
The Mavericks shooting only 36% so far in this game. MP, ooh, using 2 hands to power it down.
What a bucket for MP. He's so hungry to own these big moments.
Now Reid. That's in.
You can see why they turned to Reid in that moment. He is a heater.
Mavericks shooting right around 40% since the beginning of the fourth quarter. MP. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so he drops them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Showing great confidence from the line. That makes this a 2-possession game.
Now Randall. Nembhard outside. Count it!
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was want to. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
They'll probably slow things down now.
Burn the clock while you have the lead. I like that.
Climbing the ladder, going upstairs. Lively. He doesn't have to go far to flush it.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He thinks they're still very much in this game, saying it's right there, but it's on us to take care of it. We have to make it happen, hoping to inspire his team here.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Oh, the shot is off.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
Good on the first. And that puts him up 5.
One of those guys who came into the league with great expectations. MP has met those and then some.
Boy, those were big free throws right there. It's exactly how you want to close out a game.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Nembhard fires. Oh, the long ball, no good. And so they foul intentionally. He gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here, and it's an 8-point ball game. Minnesota with the ball.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Yep, I'd agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
MP, and he nails it. And so it's the Mavericks taking care of business in this one. And they're still in a tight spot, but you have to applaud the grit they showed to get this win.
You can't ever underestimate a team in the postseason. They fought hard.
Thanks, guys. MP, seeing you tear up the passing lanes the way you did.
You really got to do your homework, Dominic Emily. I've been playing basketball exclusively since...
Over to you, B.A.
Thank you, Dominic. Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us for the first round of the Western Conference playoffs. For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. So long.
What's up, MP?
What's up?
You all done with the off-season work? New year, new social video theme. What's it?
It's your boy MP coming at you once again to tell